the refs are having trouble with the shot clock already, so they're fixing that down to 20 seconds now. Shot clock remaining, and right across from us on the baseline is CJ Trotter, going to take it out of bounds. And here we go. They swing it around. Raymond Jarrett with the ball, left wing. It's tipped out of bounds by Chris Hike. Stay with PointStreak. A lot of anticipation for this championship game, Casey, and hopefully it lives up to the hype here. Inbounded to Trotter. Trotter's going to fire a long two, and it's cash. 4-3, Kosovo leading. 9 minutes, 45 seconds left to go. First quarter, championship game of the International Pro Review Tournament. Cartwright can't finish, down low. Here comes PointStreak back at it again. Fast break. What a block there by Chris Hike. But the steal at half court. PointStreak gets it back. Trotter pulls up, fires a three. Not even close, and that rolls out of bounds.
Great start here for PointStreak, and Ricky George is going to call timeout for Kosovo.
We'll be back after the timeout, the Global Summer League tournament in Las Vegas. is money. PointStreak off with a nice start here, other than the technical foul. Some subs coming in for PointStreak control. Leslie Robinson enters the game, and he can really shoot the 3-ball.
You're talking about a kid that can play. He's been showing his talents out in Vegas, and boy, he's been opening my eyes as well as the agents out here.
Robinson averaged 15 points a game in his final season at Florida A&M. And here comes Kosovo. They bring it down, and Chris Leggett, little free throw line jumper short off the iron, and PointStreak flying down the court here. That's Bevizoko and Gamwe, and one of his teammates followed that up. Cottrell, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was very quick. As I mentioned, they're getting down to 4 super quick. PointStreak is not playing about their offense, and that's the reason it's 12-6 right now with 7:47 left in the first.
Great start for PointStreak, and here's Kosovo in the front court. Hike right above the half-court line here. Swings around to Cartwright, left wing side. Back inside to Torrin Walker, the big man.
Good trouble.
Walker made a nice pass to Cartwright, and he walked with it. So another turnover for Kosovo, and PointStreak will gladly take the ball back. Here comes PointStreak in the front court. Robinson holding it up top above the 3-point line. Tries the pick and roll game, doesn't work. Here gives it to Rashard Gibson. Nice. He fires a 3-pointer, and that's good.
It's good ball movement by PointStreak.
Great pass by Robinson to Gibson, and he knocks down the 3. It's 15-6 now with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter here in this championship game. Cartwright, he's on the move for Kosovo. Nice pass inside, lays it off beautifully for Chris Leggett for an easy lay-in. Back comes PointStreak. Again, Jarrett tries inside, gets rejected. Back out to Rashard Gibson. He's short off the front iron. Cartwright throws it ahead to Hike all the way, coast to coast. Hike can't handle the pass. And back comes Rashard Gibson for the pull-up jumper. It's cash. So 17-8 now.
This isn't WWE, but money in the bank on that one.
Cartwright, he dribbles down the lane, penetrates, nice pass to his teammate Chris Leggett again.
Good pass.
Langston with a nice pass inside to the big fella Torrin Walker, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Even though PointStreak has been up-tempo with their fast break, Kosovo has been on their offensive end swinging the ball, which has helped their offense a lot. Even though if they can't get up and down, they don't look in shape here. A lot of the guys have been in their heads down and wisping for air. But on the offensive end, as they continue to swing the ball, it's going to open up more players to get an open look for a shot.
Absolutely, they are executing well and moving the ball. They just haven't been making their shots yet. And Torrin Walker makes 1 of 2, so it's 17-9 now. Here we come the other way, PointStreak. Robinson fires up a 3-ball, no good. He will eventually start making those. He has so far in this tournament been a very hot shooter from the outside. Ball rolled out of bounds. It's going to go back to the PointStreak. It was about to go out of bounds, and Chris Hike threw it off the leg of Leslie Robinson. So a heads-up play there, Cottrell.
Yep. Very acrobatic play by Chris Hike.
Chris Hike. Really nice, solid point guard, and has a lot of height to him. And here we go, nice pass inside.
Talk about height. The kid's got rise, too. Get off the floor.
Oh, he can jump. And Leggett with another score there, so it's 17-11 now. They've cut the lead to 6. Nice pass inside from Robinson to C.J. Trotter. He laid off the nice pass, and Trotter with the easy lay-in. 19-11, 5:40 to go left in the first quarter.
Nice team play by those two fellas.
Here comes Kosovo. Langston up top, swings it inside. They had it in the corner. They passed it in the corner to Chris Leggett, and Leggett stepped on the sideline out of bounds.
She was too big on that play.
Here comes PointStreak. Robinson carrying the ball past the timeline here in half court. Goes around, tries to drive, shoots a mid-range jumper very nicely. Faded away off the defender and knocked it in. 21-11 now, 10-point lead for PointStreak with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Cartwright directing traffic here for Kosovo. Tries to throw it into the big man, Antoine Lamb, and it got knocked away. So Kosovo will take it out of bounds. Throw it in from the baseline. Will Lamb, and let's see if they can run a set play here and get an easy hoop. Swinging into Cartwright off the inbounds, and he knocks down an easy 15-footer.
Very quick and efficient on that play by Bryce Cartwright. Very nice jumper.
No hesitation at all. And a foul's going to be called on the other end here.
And I think that comes from playing in such an upscale Division I basketball college, university, and institute. He went to Iowa, but the guy plays like, he played at Duke. I mean, his play and his IQ of the game is very high.
Absolutely. He played for a big-time program, point guard for Iowa, and he also most recently played for Kosovo, who Coach Ricky George coaches right now, so he's getting to play for the same coach he's played for a while.
Good.
That continuity helps the point guard.
Yep.
And here we go. Speaking of Cartwright, he brings the ball back down with an 8-point lead. An 8-point deficit, for his squad. Passes it to Hike. Right wing. Hike.
Nice.
Nice stop and pop from deep range, and it's now a 6-point game. Here comes PointStreak. They give it to Quincy Akali inside. He's trying to go to the baseline, can't get it. Swings it back out to his teammate Trotter. Trotter's going to fire a long three, way off, but he gets fouled by Chris Leggett, and Leggett can't believe it. Not a smart play there by Chris Leggett.
Not at all.
So 3 free throws coming to CJ Trotter, the very aggressive and talented left-hander.
Talking about a guy that can play some ball. Left-hander's got a nice jumper, very nice IQ of the game.
Had the nickname Batman his teammates gave him at Southern Indiana. CJ Batman Trotter.
Really cool guy, walking to him at the hotel. Pretty cool, checking out, seeing what we're going to eat, but down to earth, but definitely can play some ball. Up and good.
So what's his night before the championship game meal?
Hey, he was like, man, you're media. I can't tell you all that.
Gotta keep it professional. And here we go. Checked into the game here. And Cartwright dribbles down the lane. Nice penetration. Passes to the corner for a wide open shot. And that's Chris Leggett who can't connect. Here comes PointStreak the other way. Quick fast break. Pull-up jump shot by Rashard Gibson is money. And it's 26-15 now. 11-point lead. And Kosovo's got to be careful here, Cottrell, that they don't let this get too out of hand early.
Oh, Kosovo, but, that was a nice pass by Bryce Cartwright not too long ago to the corner, and Chris Leggett, he just got to finish that.
Marshall Bonds turns the ball over and an easy 3-on-1 fast break lay-in for Bamazoko and Gamanye. Excuse me if I didn't get that right. I tried my best there.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
And here we go. Cartwright now in the front court, trying to set up a play for his squad, and
nice.
Stops and pops.
Nice.
His defender thought he was going to the bucket, and he just put a stop on a dime and knocked in a wide open jump shot at the elbow.
Somebody needs a new set of ankles.
28-17 now, and here comes Kosovo again, and the monster dunk by Hike is missed off the back rim. Hike flew to the rim.
Wow.
And it just would not go down. We have a timeout on the floor, and we'll be right back to the Global Summer League basketball tournament in Las Vegas. quarter at the Global Summer League Basketball Tournament championship game of the Pro Review Tournament. Here comes PointStreak. Nice drive into the lane. Floater, no good by Rashard Gibson. But the follow by Quincy Akali. He's going to stuff it home. Nice offensive board and dunk there by Quincy Akali.
When you're looking for a monster in the paint, you call Quincy. Definitely.
Quincy, 5 blocks in his last game yesterday. An outstanding defensive presence inside for PointStreak. Here comes Chris Height for Kosovo. Swings around to Cartwright. Cartwright in the lane, penetration. He kicks it out to Edward Height. Edward Height down the lane, puts up a little runner, and it's no good, but he's going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. Kind of a bailout foul there by PointStreak. But Height will take it.
Yeah. I mean, they'll take anything that easy. I mean, if you're going to go ahead and give him the foul, and that shot wasn't going to be makeable at all.
But that free throw is, and he sinks the first one. So it's 30-18 now. PointStreak on top with a little over 2 minutes remaining in the first period. Here at the Doolittle Community Center in Las Vegas. Knocks down the second, so 11-point game now, and Gibson brings it back into the front court. Directing traffic here, the screen from Ngaminwe. Here we go, back out to Trotter, wide open 3.
Batman. Mama, there goes Batman.
There goes that man again. That's already 2 threes for Trotter in this game. He's feeling it so far. Down to a 10-point game for... And here we go. No good by Height. He tried the mid-range jumper. It's not going to fall. And here comes Gibson flying down the court.
Him fumbling with the ball on that jumper has messed it all up. Once that happens in the play, you might as well kick it back out because your form and everything that's going to happen within you after that fumble, it's not going to be nice.
Nice take by Robinson, but he can't finish with the left hand. Akali grabs the loose ball, though, picks it up and dunks it home. He's that type of player, Cottrell, that he can pick up those loose balls. He's always in the right place at the right time. And there's a block by Akali. So great play on both ends of the floor.
Nice hands by Quincy.
But Edward Height picked the ball back up after the block by Akali, and the jump hook is good and the foul. That's going to go on Akali. Straight up.
Exactly. One thing I haven't seen you would think in the game, a couple guys tear up the jetpacks and try to take off and grab the rim off the goal, but something I haven't seen today. But the efficiency by PointStreak and high.
And I think in these games, these guys are the championship game. They want it so bad, so they're running back on defense in transition now. Where earlier games, a lot of easy hoops and dunks the other way. More effort on the defensive end here. And here we go. PointStreak. Going right to left. Taken away by Edward Height. So here comes Cartwright. He tries to lay up on 2 guys, no good. The follow by Marshall Bond. So a missed opportunity there, Cottrell.
Yep.
Got to finish those.
Yeah, it's an easy layup. And you're at the rim. You got to finish the ones like that.
St. Knowles back in the game, the big man for PointStreak. And Raymond Jarrett says, I'll knock that 15-foot jumper from the left side down, and he does. So 37-21 now, a dominating first quarter by PointStreak.
Wow, it's almost not even fair out here as you're going up on the scoreboard as they're trying to get it fixed with 36.6 left, but PointStreak's up 17.
So Cartwright brings it back for Kosovo, desperately trying to get some buckets here. 30 seconds and counting left in the first quarter. Can't hold for the last shot just yet. Swing inside to Edward Height. He goes down, passes it. Can't read his number right now because he just got trampled onto the floor by the defender.
Wow.
And that was number 2, Antoine Lamb, who went under the basket, gave a nice pump fake. His defender flew in the air and landed on his back.
You know, hate seeing stuff like that, guys flying and That's the problem with trying to get up and block every shot. You don't know who's going to pump fake and bend down, because that happens a lot, and a lot of players have gotten hurt that way.
A lot of freak injuries, absolutely. And here we go, Lamb. First free throw is good. Nothing but net. Second on the way. Rolls around the front rim in the back and goes in. And 14-point game now for PointStreak. And they're going to hold for the last shot. Game clock and the shot clock identical. And what are you looking for here on the last play?
You're looking for something on the inside. You need to go in and get this quick bucket, an efficient bucket. Uh-oh.
You're going to call it defensive 3 seconds.
They gave it to him easy.
Easiest
off
point
the
you
end
can
of the
get
first
there.
quarter, yeah.
And Robinson, he says, I'll step up. I'm not going to wait to be asked. To take that one free throw for the technical foul. And in and out on the free throw. He can't believe it. So PointStreak will retain possession. Defensive 3 seconds is a free throw and possession. So 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Just about a 40-point quarter. Did not expect that at all in the championship game from PointStreak. Here we go. Gerald Coles holding the ball right above the three-point line. He brings it in on Cartwright one-on-one, and Cartwright's going to foul him. He's going to get the bump. Nice take by Coles there. Like you said, very aggressive. Got to step on Cartwright, and Cartwright commits the foul. So 2 free throws for Coles.
3.4 seconds left, and they're still putting buckets up on the board.
First free throw by Coles is good.
It's not looking too good for Kosovo right now.
It's really not. Basketball is a game of runs, though, so long game, but if the rest of the game is any indication of this first quarter, it's definitely not looking good for them. And an offensive rebound is put back up by Raymond Jarrett. Not a good job by Kosovo boxing out, Cottrell.
No, not at all. They haven't did anything on the defensive end this afternoon, especially when you're letting someone get super close to 40 points in one quarter. They're on pace right now to hit 161 points to the end of this game, and that will definitely be the highest scoring game that we've had here at the Global Summer League.
We'll be back right after this to resume the second quarter. This is the Global Summer League in Las Vegas, 2014. Cottrell, Macklin, and Cottrell, like you said before the quarter ended, Kosovo just pretty much got manhandled in that first quarter. And here we go to start the second quarter. They turn the ball over. A steal by Roy Giles. He goes the other way, and an and one. So a terrible start to start the second quarter for Kosovo. Not what their coach Ricky George wanted at all.
No, it looks like it's going to continue over in the second quarter. As they're still running up the board. I mean, they left the first quarter shooting free throws. They're back at the free throw line with 15 seconds left to go in the game. In the second quarter.
Kosovo brings it up. And Langston will dribble the ball into the front court. He drives in the lane, kicks it out.
Nice
Pump fake there by Edward Height, and he'll convert for the bucket. And looks like we got another problem with the shot clock here, and they fixed it to 22 seconds. A lot of stops in this tournament for the shot clock, Joe.
That's what it's been. I don't know what it is, but every time that shot clock's messed up, it's got to get fixed. That's what they think in their head, and that's what should be done because it's right.
Yeah, it is the right thing to do, but the players got to be frustrated with it. It's got to mess up the flow of the game for them.
Yeah, definitely.
Robinson down the lane nicely scoops it up. Finger roll, no good off the back iron. And back is Langston here. Langston directing traffic, gets the screen from his big man Lamb. Langston fires up a 3-ball behind the screen. That's way off. And here comes PointStreak. Robinson flying into the front court, swings it around to Roy Giles. Wide open baseline jumper, no good off the front iron. Gets his own rebound though. Gives it inside to Raymond Jarrett, and looks like it's got knocked out of bounds by Kosovo over there. So PointStreak will retain possession, and they're really looking forward to that matchup between Zane Knowles and Torrin Walker, Cadrell. I know you know Torrin.
Yeah, Torrin Walker out of MTSU, 6'11", big man. Got some good D down there. He's helping Zane get out of bounds.
Good D, forced him to go baseline, and Knowles stepped out of bounds. So here we go. Kosovo trying to get a rally down 14 here. They need a few stops in a row and a few buckets to put some pressure on PointStreak. And Langston, right here, top of the key, swings it around to his teammate Height. Into Torrin Walker. Walker trying to make a move, loses the ball, falls down, gets it back, swings it back. Up top to Height. Height fires a mid-range jumper, no good. The top of the key, but they get the offensive rebound and throw it back out for him to set up the offense. Langston wants the rock. Height says, I'll take it.
Nice.
And dribbles in nicely. Uses big body to create space and basically boxed out the defender for the lay-in. And here we go. Back comes PointStreak. Gerald Coles swings it to Robinson above the three-point line, right side. Robinson waits for the screen from Knowles, goes around it, pick and roll, back to Knowles. Knowles goes in and gets a blocking call on Antoine Lamb. So Knowles very aggressive there to the basket. Lamb tried to step in front and take the charge, and the ref called it a block.
Wow.
So Knowles at the charity strike. Not a good day from the free throw line yesterday, but the first one there is nothing but net. 42-29. PointStreak with the lead, up by 13, but 9 minutes and 51 seconds left to go in the first half. William David here with Cottrell Macklin at the Global Summer League Basketball Tournament in Las Vegas. It's been fun covering it, a lot of talent, and tomorrow the Pro Review Tournament begins, Cottrell, which is supposed to be more talent and new guys coming our way here.
Yeah, exactly, and it's already been some players coming through. Just checking out some of the players that are already in it right now and arriving in Las Vegas early to check out and see what the momentum's like here in Vegas with the Global Basketball Summer League.
Meanwhile, Greg Langston throws up a floater down the middle of the paint. That's no good off the back iron, and PointStreak up again. And here we go. Long two by Raymond Jarrett is off the front iron. Kosovo gets it, throws it up court to a wide open Antoine Lamb, who makes the easy lane. That's what they need, those easy buckets to get their guys some confidence, and that turns into jumpers falling later in the game.
Exactly.
So Gerald Coles brings it up the court here, goes in the lane, dishes it out to Robinson for a wide open three. Nice pass by Coles to Robinson, and he knocks down the tray again.
Yeah, he gets an open look behind that three-point arc. You might as well book it.
So 46-31 now. PointStreak on top. 8 minutes and 40 seconds and counting left to go in the first half. Kosovo. Edward Height dribble drive into the lane. He almost loses it, gets the ball back under the legs. Greg Langston throws it in the paint to the big man Torrin Walker. Nice jump hook with the left hand, but it's no good. Nice post move in there, and he has good footwork inside. But Gerald Coles comes the other way now for PointStreak. Kosovo, Cottrell just can't get shots to fall so far. Just they're getting some stops, but they can't convert on the other end to cut this down to single digits.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, it looks like they're coming back for a second, but as soon as they think they're coming back, the offense comes back to score.
In that big man matchup down low we talked about, Torin Walker and Zay Knowles. Knowles took it right to him. Nice spin move across the paint, tried the jump hook.
Zay Knowles from the Bahamas.
Was born in Nassau, Bahamas, and misses the first free throw.
Went to school at Texas A&M Corpus Christi down in Texas. Nice Division I university out there.
Very nice campus, good basketball program. And here we go. So he makes 1 of 2, Knowles does, and Langston setting up a play on the offensive end for his squad. Here comes Walker, sets the pick up top. Langston goes inside, passes it out to Edward Height. Height can't finish in the lane. And Robinson picks it up. Coming down the floor here and gives it inside to Coles. Back out to Robinson for another wide open 3. And he missed a wide open one, Cottrell. And that's rare. Bad defense, and Kosovo lucky he missed that one.
Yeah, I just said book it a minute ago if you catch him wide open and shoots it. But you can unbook it as he walks to the bench. But the guy, nonetheless, I mean, don't take from him. The guy can shoot. He can shoot the cover off the ball if he wants to.
Absolutely. That last 3 was right on line, just inches short from going in again. So Langston, bring the ball up court slowly here. And Giles playing him full court, maybe trying to put pressure and get some steals in the backcourt here early on and tire Kosovo out throughout the game. Nice move inside by the big man spin move, and again can't finish. Hiked on the follow, and he'll go back to the line. Very nice spin move inside by Antoine Lamb, but again, can't finish those little bunnies in the lane. Hike with the follow, and he'll go back to the line for 2. You think it could be nerves, Cottrell, that maybe Kosovo coming out a little nervous and they just need to settle in here? Or?
I don't know. I haven't seen Kosovo play like this in this summer league. I mean, they looked really good yesterday, looked really good the day before that, and just come out here. I don't know. I guess PointStreak is just that much better.
Yeah, Kosovo has looked amazing so far in this tournament. Obviously, to get to the championship game, and Hike made 1 of 2, meanwhile, at the free throw line. So 47-32 now with a little over 7 minutes to go in the first half. Not a good foul again. Ngamwe went up for the fadeaway jump shot right above the elbow, and Hike reaches in and fouls him on the shot. Again, fouling the shooter, and that's just what PointStreak wants. PointStreak is just so tough to beat, Cottrell, because they have inside play with Knowles and Akali and great jump shooters from the outside. So meanwhile, he gets his own rebound off the free throw, misses the wide open dunk though, just terrible boxing out. And they're going to call goaltending the other way. Lamb flying down the lane, finger roll, and Akali thought he got a clean block. He just looked at the ref and said, "What did you see there?"
She must have had some goggles on that play, because that was clearly a block.
Akali not used to getting called goaltending. He's just such a good shot blocker.
He let him know he was in the house on that one.
He really did. And the nice pass by Akali inside. Off the give and go, and that's going to be Rashard Gibson going to the free throw line to attempt his first points of the game. Gibson knocks down the first.
Guard play here in this game, as we mentioned before the game even started over on the pregame, that the guard play is going to be phenomenal. It's just going to be the big man who would have to incorporate themselves in this game. And Zane Knowles and Torin Walker, both on each end of PointStreak and Kosovo, have been making their names known this afternoon.
They really have been a presence inside so far today. And the second free throw was missed by Gibson.
Nice
and
pass.
Very nice pass. Flying down the court was Hike. Threw it inside to Antoine Lamb, and Lamb's been a nice player in this game for Kosovo. Really doing a lot down low.
Yes, yeah, CJ Trotter hasn't been making too much noise, so he's been taking up for a little bit of slack.
Giles missed the jumper. Hike, the big long point guard, he grabs the rebound and bounce pass back up to Lamb. Lamb into Cartwright. What a block there by Ngamwe, and
Torn walking up, no, hey boy, good pass.
he said good pass and the easy layup, and they're down by 10 now all of a sudden. They would love to get this into single digits before halftime. As poorly as they play, that's a big confidence booster, Cottrell.
Yeah, it is 48-38 now with 6:11 go, and as we mentioned before, they were coming back, but then the score was going back up, and now it looks to be that they're going to be coming back in this level, stepping up a couple more notches.
Cartwright got a long rest on the bench, so he's healthy. He's playing pressure D right now. On Gibson for PointStreak. Down the lane is Ngamwe. Nice drive to the basket. Finger roll layup off the glass is good. Not good defense by Kosovo there. Just a wide open layup.
No.
Got to get that help defense. They have the big men to do it. So Kosovo loses the ball, and that's Torrin Walker lost it out of his hands, and PointStreak comes down the other way, and Marshall Barnes puts in another wide open layup. So just when we thought they were coming back in it, 2 straight baskets, a turnover by Kosovo, and that's a huge
Back up to 14.
change of direction there. And here we go. So Langston gives it to Cartwright on the left wing, into Torrin Walker, back to Cartwright. Cartwright looking for Torrin Walker, he gets it back, and that's what he needs to do, just assert himself inside. Akali, a great shot blocker. They called an offensive foul there on Walker.
Wow, that's crazy.
I did not see that at all, and
No, sir. I seen a defensive, if anything, defensive foul because he was all over his back and tried to get him off. But hey, Torrin Walker trying to get himself implemented into this game, and he's been doing a nice job spreading his wings out in the paint and letting people know, hey, I'm open and I'm ready to work down here.
on that note, timeout by PointStreak, and we'll be back right after this. Timeout. I'm William David here with Cottrell, Macklin, and Cottrell. The championship game has been dominated by PointStreak so far, but a missed layup inside by Ngamwe. He's been active, and here comes Cartwright flying up the floor for Kosovo. Nice pass inside off the double team. That's got to be goaltending, and it is. But he just gets his hand on everything, speaking of Akali.
Man, that guy, I told you, he's a monster down low in that jersey.
Looks like Ben Wallace down there.
Oh, Big Ben.
Detroit. But here we go. Back comes PointStreak, and Akali's going to shoot the mid-range jumper. That's long, no good. 12-point game, 52-40, 4.5 to go in the first half. Cartwright trying to step up and control the game like he did at Iowa. Goes down the lane, nice drive, another nice feed to his teammate Chris Leggett. Big number 5, and Cartwright 2 feeds in a row to Leggett for 2 straight buckets and is back down to 10. Kosovo desperately trying to get more stops to close this gap. And right when I say that,
Wow.
number 10, Rashard Gibson, knocks in the fadeaway jumper. So every time Kosovo thinks they have some momentum, a big shot by PointStreak goes down.
That's just tough, you know. It was cut to 10 once again. They have players like that. C.J. Trotter and a couple more players that are going to implement themselves into the offense and not let that lead come up and let them lose their lead.
Knocks down the free throw. It looks like maybe a defensive 3 seconds was called. So 54-43 now. PointStreak on top by 11. 4 minutes to go left in the first half, and Chris Hike's about to bring the ball down for Kosovo. Hike can really take over a game when he wants to, and brings it down, comes off the screen, down the lane, and a monster dunk
Yes, sir.
by Chris Hike. Flew down the lane, by his defender, and threw it down with one hand.
I told you one guy that can take the jetpacks and go hamburger. The guy can get up and jump.
He really can. He can fly. But then again, that would have been a big momentum boost. Kosovo comes back down. Not great defense, and Knowles with the wide open and one layup inside. It's going to be tough to contain Knowles. He's just so big and strong down there, and Walker's trying as hard as he can, but I saw him walking to the bench after that last time out, just really breathing hard, because it's a tough cover for anyone.
Yeah, that guy's big down there. When you got a 6'10", 240 out of Texas A&M, boy, he's something to reckon with down low in the post.
Absolutely, big, wide body.
Nice defense by C.J. Trotter on that, trying to slow down Chris Hike. He came down with a monster dunk to play a go, and he's looking to go back at the rim.
Cartwright trying to force the action, takes it down the lane, gets fouled, draws the contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That's what he's got to do. He has that ability to take over the game. You mentioned his experience at Iowa, and so he'll go to the line for two. Very strong point guard in Cartwright. Makes the first free throw, so 11-point game now, 3 minutes and 27 seconds left in the first half. William David here with Cottrell Macklin on the call.
Yep.
Championship game of this Global Summer League International Pro Review Tournament. 10-point game after the second free throw by Cartwright.
It's good to know that Kosovo slowed down PointStreak just a tad, because, like I mentioned, at the end of the first quarter, I think they had 40 points, and now it's 57. Well, count that bucket, 59.
Trotter with a nice little move inside the paint and flips it up and in. So 12-point lead for PointStreak, and Kosovo coming back down to give it Chris Leggett on the wing, and he drives down the paint, little floater in the lane, off the back iron, no good. And back comes Trotter again, the lefty, swings it to Colds inside, and he finishes the layup. So quickly back again up to 14. Here comes Hike the other way for Kosovo. Turns his back to the defender, now brings it up top. Wide open was Terrin Walker. He didn't see him. Hike said, I'll take it myself, throw it up, no good, get it back on his own follow and put it in easily.
Wow. Very serious. Delay of game.
Did they really just call that?
Yep.
So delay of game. Chris Hike for Kosovo, I guess, took too long to give the ball back. I didn't see him take long at all.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I said, are you serious? But, you know, things happen.
Things happen. So 12-point lead for PointStreak, and Gerald Coles dribbling up top here. Behind the back, nice move inside, looking for Knowles. He can't find him. And that's C.J. Trotter, no good from the three-pointer, and Robinson picks up the offensive board. Kosovo's really got to get better on the defensive glass. Can't give PointStreak second opportunities, and Robinson converts with a nice reverse layup. So 63-49, minute 55 and counting to go. They would love to get it down to 10 before the half. Hike puts up a three ball, no good, way off.
He looked too confident about that one, not at all.
Back comes Trotter into Knowles. He gets fouled, he'll go to the line. Again, not good transition defense by Kosovo, and easy fundamental basketball on the break for PointStreak, and another timeout called by Kosovo, and Zane Knowles will be at the line when we come back. And PointStreak up 14. Zane Knowles going to the foul line. First attempt rolls around the rim, touched every part of it, then fell in. So second one on the way, and that's money. So 16-point lead now with 1:40 left in the first half.
I interviewed Zane Knowles yesterday, and one of his weaknesses he said he needs to work on is his jump shot. And a good way to work on that form and that the way that you shoot the ball up there is at the free throw line, and that one looked good.
Absolutely, much better today at the free throw line. Hadn't been good so far in this tournament, but really improved on it today. Cartwright misses, but gets his own ball back and stripped out of bounds by Gerald Coles. But Kosovo will retain possession, and Marshall Bonds for Kosovo will take it out of bounds under his own baseline. Bonds has not had a huge impact in this game yet, but trying to get it going. Gives it into Cartwright on their baseline. Back into Bonds. Bonds, turn around, jumper is no good off the front iron. Easy jump shot, he couldn't convert. Here comes Trotter the other way. Trotter swings it over to Robinson for a wide open three. Or no, just on the line from the corner, so that's a long two.
Look at that score, my brother.
Hike brings it inside. Another missed layup for Kosovo, and they're down 18 right now with 59 seconds and counting to go in the first half. Down the lane with a nice crossover is Coles. He swings it to Robinson. Robinson smartly brings it up top and sets up the offense. Swings it around to Jarrett. Jarrett throws it inside for Knowles. A little too low of a pass there, Cottrell. And Zane wasn't able to recover there.
Yeah, when you're bounce passing to a big man, one thing, I mean, you need to do that only at specific moments. But then when it's also not in the right area for the big man to go get it, he's not going to get it.
And a carrying call, meanwhile, is calling on Cartwright, Bryce Cartwright, and he's gotten that called a few times in this tournament. Just great ball handler, but got to keep the hand on top of the ball, and they caught him. So here we go. PointStreak up 18, 35 seconds left and counting. 18 on the shot clock. And Gerald Coles taking his time up top. Swings it to Trotter. He loses the ball. Tried to give it to Knowles again, and it was turned over. That looked like a travel there on Marshall Bonds. They didn't call it. Height on the floor, playing really hard, and he calls timeout. Oh, they're going to call travel on Height. He was moving on the floor with the basketball, and they called travel. A lot of traveling called in this tournament. This is clearly not an NBA tournament.
Yeah, no, a couple more steps, which is holding some of these guys back from scoring. I think that it's picked up since the end of the first quarter. So that might be one of the things that's been holding PointStreak back from scoring more buckets than they did in the first.
how much of an adjustment you think from these guys? Some of these guys playing internationally, some playing coming from their college teams. So, playing in this NBA format, they can't have been used to it. I mean, they're trying to get used to it in the tournament, but like you said, the traveling, they're used to being called a certain way.
Yeah, and I think that's something that they're adjusting to. I mean, coming out here to Vegas, you're already in the atmosphere with all the agents and things that are out in the area. As obviously, LeBron James met with Pat Riley yesterday and did that completion, but 4 seconds left in this second quarter. We can talk about that up at halftime.
Jarrett fires along, too, to end the half at the buzzer, and it's no good. So it's halftime here at the Global Summer League Championship game. Point streak of 67-49 at the half. Dominating first half performance. What was your overall takeaway, Cottrell, the first half?
Yeah, it was all good. As we mentioned, like in the first quarter, PointStreak was filling the basket up. No defense by Kosovo. But they looked to adjust that. As the end of the first quarter, they had 38 points. Now it's 67, so they slacked off just a little bit, and Kosovo picked up on defense. So that's a good thing. But the big men are now getting implemented. When the second quarter started, Zane Knowles and the big man down low, Torrin Walker, have been, saying
getting their job, taking initiative in their own perspective to help out their team, to bring them back. But it just doesn't seem like they cut it to 10 2 times. As you can see now, it's back up to 18.
First half, and be back in a few minutes for the second half to resume.
Exactly.
And we are fully engaged with control management. We're about to start the second half of the championship game of the Global Summer League basketball tournament across Vegas, Nevada, 2014.
With our gum.
Cartwright will bring it up the court. Into the lane, waiting, desperately trying to get back in this game is Kosovo. Big man Walker swings it outside to Langston, no good on the three, and the shots are just not falling for Kosovo. Back the other way is Rashard Gibson. Swings it over to Robinson right in front of us here. Robinson's going to fire a three from way out there. Nice rebound by Walker, and nice outlet pass to Height. He gives it over, and a beautiful block by Akali. He stuffed Chris Leggett, said, "Not in my house."
Today, buddy.
Nice move right there by Trotter, the fadeaway with the left hand. Really has nice touch to Trotter.
That man has a couple weapons in his arsenal.
Really does. And Cartwright gives it off to Leggett, and Leggett.
I don't know. I like that move, though. But I guess anything looks good when you put 3 steps on it.
Leggett called for the travel, and here comes Gibson up the other way for PointStreak. Coming left to right here. Gibson throws it in the post to Akali. Akali looking at Trotter. He's not open, so Akali's going to fire the little 12-footer, and that's no good. A little bit outside his range. Into the paint is Nganwe, and he's made a big impact in this game. Another bucket there. Nice fade away there by Nganwe, and the lead up to 71-49 with a little over 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Another block by Akali, and he yells out with the motion, "Get that out of here." Here comes back on the break Robinson, back to Trotter. He missed the layup. Lucky break for Kosovo. And back down comes Cartwright up near the three-point line. He goes inside, takes it on the bounce, kicks it back out to Langston. Langston down the lane, tries to draw a contact. Great defense by Akali, but the beautiful finish by Langston with the left hand. Nice play inside there. And a beautiful finish.
We might have to order a new set of rims after this game.
Cartwright brings it up, waits for the pick from Torian Walker, steps back behind the screen, misses off the front iron, and
Looks like a double clip jumper.
Langston trying to help his team any way he can, and gets the offensive rebound and gets fouled. He'll go back to the line. Greg Langston, as I mentioned earlier, averaged 20 points a game for the Southern Connecticut Owls in his senior season and was named team captain, so he's a born leader.
That's exactly what he's showing the squad as they're trying to make their way back 52-73, so they're down 21. Again, even though they cut it to 10, it has went back up.
9.5 left to go in the third quarter. And Langston makes the first free throw and the second, so 20-point game. And here comes PointStreak. Gibson brings it up the front court right in front of us here, right wing. Swings it to Akali. Akali, top of the key. Over to Giles. Giles. Back to Gibson. Gibson down the lane. Loses out of bounds. Nice steal there. And here comes Cartwright on the break. Nice pass up front. Oh, and Nganwe says, "Not today." Blocks that shot emphatically out of bounds. So Cartwright will take it out. Gives it in a hike. He's at the left wing, top of the three-point line. Giles all over him, pressure defense. Gives it to Torian Walker. Back to Langston. Over to Leggett. The long three, no good off the front iron. The steal, back by Leggett. He goes to the basket and can't finish the layup. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up and good. Nice effort there by Chris Leggett.
That was nice.
Cartwright with the steal at half court. He comes down 2-on-1. And a charge again drawn by by Nganwe. Nganwe is doing all the little things for his team.
Wow. That's an unbelievable call, but hey, it was a quick call, and she was confident about the call, so hey, got to roll with it.
Cartwright had a 3-on-1 coming back the other way, Kuchel, he decided to take it himself. I don't know.
he
The
should've-
two guys under the basket were wide open.
Yeah, he should have threw it up to Chris.
So wiping down the floor now. There's a little moisture on the ground before they take it out of bounds. PointStreak will take it sideline out of bounds in front of the Kosovo bench. And as Coach Ricky George looks on, not happy with his team so far. Very passionate plea to his team to get going at halftime.
Exactly. They have picked it back up. PointStreak slacked off a little bit going into the half, but hey, since they came out, they're picking it back up and they're ready to work.
Nice take inside again by Greg Langston, and he'll go back to the line for two, draws the foul, and 73-55 lead for PointStreak. 8 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Still maintaining that big lead here earlier on in the second half. Langston puts in the first free throw and about to attempt the second. And he makes the second, rattles off the front rim and good. So back to a 20-point lead now, a little over 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. And Control Kosovo, not a big three-point shooter. Not a big three-point shooter. Oh! Hike goes inside, tries to posterize Akali, and he gets fouled. Ball flew off the back rim on the dunk, no good, but he'll go to the line. You called it earlier. Boy, can he fly.
But I tried to explain.
Wow. He saw Akali lined up and has seen his blocks during the tournament, but he said, I can fly over that reach.
Look, I told you, Chris Heights, the guy can get up and fly. I mean, yeah, I've said that a couple times because they're the high flyers. But do you remember the thing, slam ball?
Absolutely.
Air up there. That's his name.
I could definitely make an and one team very easily. And here comes Gibson, no good on his jump shot. And Kosovo trying to make a run here, down 19. All right, into the lane very easily. Gives it back to Chris Leggett, excuse me. And looks like he lost it out of bounds, but they're going to say off PointStreak. So Kosovo retains possession. That dunk attempt by Hike was incredible.
Yeah, it's got people staring at him right now and wondering, hey, who is this kid? Agents and coaches talking and looking at him right now.
Scouts in the sand for this championship game and trying to check out all the best players here at the Global Summer League Basketball Tournament. Meanwhile, into Walker in the post. Let's see if he can get his post game going on Akali. Nice move inside, in and out, and just can't get it to fall for Turin today. Here he comes on the other way, and a beautiful move by Robinson. Leslie Robinson able to finish for PointStreak and the foul on Walker. So he'll go to the line, try to complete the three-point play the hard way.
Exactly. It looked like he was going to finish, but going in there with the trees. Torrin Walker said, not in my house. You're going to get this foul or this block.
And Robinson finishes the and one, makes the free throw, and back up by 22 is PointStreak. So every time you think Kosovo might be making a run, PointStreak says, not today. Chris Hike up top, gives it inside to his big man, Antoine Lamb. Lamb throws it back out to Cartwright. Cartwright loses the basketball, turns the ball over. Robinson throws it up court to Roy Giles. Giles on the finish, can't make it. The follow by Rashard Gibson is good. So Giles with the beautiful attempt, but rolled off the rim, and that's great basketball IQ. The team not assuming he was going to make that layup, followed their teammate's shot, and that's fundamental basketball, and they're executing beautifully so far.
That was a nice take and nice penetration by Chris Height. The guy, I told you, his basketball IQ is in the air, man. He can definitely do a lot of things on the floor, and playing basketball and opening up shots for different players is definitely one of them.
So Hike will take it. We got another problem with the shot clock here. The Ref coming over, and she took care of that. So 14 left on the shot clock. Third quarter, 6 minutes, 49 seconds left to go. An 80-56 lead now for Kosovo. For PointStreak, excuse me. And here goes Kosovo inside. Nice move by Height. The reverse layup is good. 80-58. PointStreak on top. Robinson, the mid-range jumper, no good. Clangs off the front iron, and Antoine Lamb with the rebound. Brings it back up, gives it to Edward Height. He dribble drives inside, tries to go off glass, and nicely drains it. Nice little fadeaway down the paint and gets it to go off the glass.
Good acrobatic finish.
And unable to get back on defense, though, is Kosovo, and an easy layup in there by Robinson. So Height brings the ball back down, gives it inside. Edward Height again in the post. Nice pass back to Height. Chris Height doing everything he can to get his team back in this game, and he gets fouled. He's going to go to the line after the timeout here by PointStreak. So we'll be back to the Global Summer League Basketball Tournament 2014 in Las Vegas. Las Vegas 2014, and here we go. Hike at the free throw line for Kosovo. First jump shot on the way. Oh, looked good, Cottrell, but just went in and out, and he can't believe that one bounced out. His team down by 22 with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the third quarter. He drains the second free throw, so 21-point deficit for Kosovo. And bringing back the ball back down the floor is Gerald Cole, slowly in the front court. Cole waits for the screen by Knowles, goes around it, swings it over to Roy Giles for the wide open three. That's no good. And Hike pulls the rebound away from Montgomery. Comes back down, he gets it stolen there. Nice play by Coles, and Coles throws it up to Raymond Jarrett. Jarrett swings it over to Montgomery, back to Jarrett. Above the three-point line. He's going to swing it over to Giles. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds, so it'll stay with PointStreak. Here right below their basket, they're going to take it out of bounds. 82-61. 5 minutes to go.
Scout or something from Team USA just walked in here.
Scouts looking on. Ref coming over the scoreboard here, score clock, and trying to get this clock figured out once again. Just over 5 minutes left in the third quarter, and what's been an absolute dominating game for PointStreak. They had to think it was going to be much harder to take control of this game like this, and Kosovo's just been off. And the shot clock winding down, 2 seconds left. Ooh. Fires up a long three-pointer from the top of the key. That's Gerald Coles. That was from NBA range there, Cottrell.
That was nice, too.
85-61. First game of the tournament today was a blowout as well. So here comes Kosovo down the lane trying to make something happen, but Height with another miss on a bunny inside, and that's been the problem all day. The big man just cannot finish those little hook bunnies inside.
You would think, as we talked earlier about the big men that are starting to get implemented. Started in the second quarter, but now it seems like they're falling off. The point guards and the guards here for both teams, Kosovo and PointStreak, are starting to pick up the momentum.
Nice follow there by Kosovo's Antoine Lamb, so that's good for 2. So 85-63 now. 4.5 minutes to go left in the third quarter. And PointStreak point guard Will Giles directs traffic here. Swings it over to Gerald Coles. Coles up top. Gives it back to Jarrett. Raymond Jarrett with a nice little attempt to the lane, and he gets fouled.
He was going to try to kiss it off the glass a little bit.
Tried a little running floater there, and
a little razzle dazzle, and gets hit on the elbow, and he'll go to the line for 2. And then when they've been driving to the lane today, Kosovo's been fouling them a good amount of the time here, so just get a lot of easy points today for PointStreak. Yeah, they coming up close to 90. It's not even the end of the third quarter yet.
Second free throw attempt. First one was good by Raymond Jarrett. Second one is good as well. So 87-63 now with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Greg Langston walks the ball up the court for Kosovo. Langston, nice crossover there. Swings it back out to Antoine Lamb. Lamb, little spin move inside, goes up hard to the basket and gets fouled by Zane Knowles with the foul. So Lamb will go back to the free throw line. Lamb's played a pretty efficient game so far, getting inside and getting some buckets in the paint, but missing that free throw again, and the first one's off the mark. Clangs off the front iron.
Wow.
They need any points they can control, and missing all these free throws is not helping their cause.
No, it's not. And when you're trying to come back, you need everything that you're hopefully trying to come back with everything that's possible to try to make this a good game.
Giles with the miss. Height grabs the rebound, flies down the court, gives it to Cartwright, swings it back to Langston for the wide open 3. That's no good. And Langston was hitting those all day yesterday. Today, just off with the 3-point shot. Back comes PointStreak, and Langston intercepts it on the fast break. Nice anticipation. Swings it up to Cartwright, back to Height. Height above the 3-point line. Looks for Langston in the post. He's got a smaller man on him. And Gerald Coles trying to take him down the post. And an easy turnaround jump shot on the smaller man. I don't know why they didn't think of doing that earlier.
That was a nice move down low in the post. Good footwork, good turnaround jumper.
Very nice. Very fundamentally sound is Langston. And let's see if they go back to that matchup once they get the ball back. Here we go. The other way is Coles for PointStreak. Swings it back up top. 3-point attempt on the way by Giles is no good. Nice rebound by Langston. Throws it all the way across court to Cartwright, who loses it, but it was deflected out of bounds by Giles, so it'll stay with Kosovo. 3 minutes exactly left in the third quarter. Kosovo down by 21 points, 87-66. But they're taking it out of bounds under their basket. Trying to get it back down to 19 or 18 with the 3. Give it inside. Nice pass on the out-of-bounds play from Cartwright to Edward Height, and he finishes with the left hand. So 19-point game. 2:45 left to go in the third quarter. But a nice jump shot from the outside. Deep 2-pointer by Raymond Jarrett from the left side, right inside the 3-pointer.
Exactly. Nice jumper, a nice kick out of point guard to him in the corner. Nice.
Langston trying to get it going for Kosovo. Off the glass, no good. And back to Trotter again. Can't make the 3-pointer, but that's off. Knowles with the offensive board and goes back up and gets fouled.
Put Zane Knowles down there and tell him to grab a rebound. He'll get the job done for you.
All he has to do is put his arms up, and much bigger guy than all the other defenders for Kosovo, and he's just dominating inside.
Well, here comes his matchup, the big man on the other side for Kosovo.
Torrin Walker. He got a nice rest, He got a nice rest, and he'll come back in after the timeout. We'll be back to the Global Summer League basketball tournament after this. Any criticism, constructive criticism you give me for my play-by-play?
first teams?
It was Sheffield Shards. And yeah, there you go. Well, have any of the games been loaded yet? Or are they still loading on Christmas Eve? Still game one? It takes so long to load. He said his goal is to get 3 games up, the first 3 games up by the end of the day today. You think that's realistic? I think so. All right, we're back here after the timeout. I'm William David, here with my analyst, Cottrell Macklin. And Knowles, the first free throw attempt is no good.
He's got to stay up at the line and keep his form up. Like I mentioned, his jump shot's one of the things he's working on, but the free throw line is where it's going to start at.
Absolutely. First one was in and out, no good. Second one almost rattled out, but stayed down, so 1 of 2 again for Knowles. 90-68 lead, a little over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. And you think Kosovo, they're really trying to close this quarter out with a little bit of a run to get some confidence going into the final quarter.
And if they're going to do that, they have to play up on the defensive end.
Antoine Lamb goes up for the shot and just loses the ball, just slipped out of his hands. Cartwright grabs it in the backcourt. It's going to be a backcourt violation.
Can't be careless about the ball either.
So 2 minutes exactly to go here. 2:02 actually. 90-68 lead from PointStreak, and Gerald Coles dribbles it out front, top it. Swings it inside to Ngamwe. Ngamwe turned around, tried the reverse. Good defense by Kosovo. Double team inside. Antoine Lamb grabbed the board, and he's going to get hacked. Foul on Ngamwe. That happens when guys get frustrated on what they think's an easy miss and tend to get frustrated and commit the foul. So Ngamwe will take it out right across from us near the bleachers here on the other side of the court. Gives it into Cartwright. Cartwright flying up the court, trying to draw the foul. Doesn't get it. Goes back down the lane. Passes it to Lamb. Lamb inside with a nice finish. A little up and under by Lamb. He's been watching Kevin McHale videos.
Up and under move.
Here we go. Cartwright with the steal off the inbounds. Good pressure knee by Kosovo. Swings it to Height. Height goes inside. Looks like he got tripped up. And the ref did see it. Called the foul. Foul's going to be on Trotter. Tripped up Height. Are they in the penalty yet? Yes, they are. So 2 shots coming for Height. 90-70 lead. 1:28 left in the third quarter.
There's only 13. Well, there'll be 13 women refs incorporated within NBA and WNBA. There's 9 in the NBA, I believe.
Okay.
Or no, there's 9 in the WNBA, and then there's 3 in the NBA. And she's really good. I believe she could ref in the NBA.
She has done a nice job in this tournament. The refs actually have been very impressive, and a lot of stops in the game, but that's their job. They're following the rule book and trying to keep the game flowing as best they can, but they got to follow the rule book, and they've done a nice job so far. Hike on the first free throw is cash, so 90-71 now. PointStreak on top by 19, and Hike looking to knock down the second free throw and get into an 18-point lead. 18-point deficit. Hike does just that. 90-72 now. 1:25 left in the third quarter. And Gerald Coles walks up into the front court here. Goes behind the legs. Waiting for the screen. Got it from Knowles. Looks for Knowles inside. Swings it back to Akali. Over to Knowles. What great ball movement there. Coles drew Akali to Knowles inside, and that's just a clinic right there. Knowles with the easy finish.
You can't teach that big man down low in the post, and a tough finish down low under the rim, 92-72.
Great high-low action there by PointStreak.
That's a foul.
Cartwright tried to draw the foul. Looked like he did. Pump fake, leaned into the defender. They didn't call it. Cartwright gets the ball back. He goes up, and he does get the foul call. Threw it up with the left hand. Acrobatic shot, but drew the contact. So 47 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 92-72. PointStreak up by 20, and Cartwright steps to the foul line.
You think they've given up. I mean, not saying that they're not on the court. I mean, they're still playing ball, but I'm saying, they're down by 20, but it doesn't look like they haven't made
Any real progress
Yeah.
during the game. So, yeah, it's definitely got to be deflating, and they're human after all. So, hopefully, they just have that never give up mentality and are determined to make a run and put some pressure on PointStreak. So if they can somehow get it into single digits, Cottrell, you never know what can take place.
Exactly.
Here at the Global Summer League in Las Vegas, we've seen a lot of comebacks. So we'll see what happens here. So he converts on both free throws. Does Cartwright, and it's an 18-point game, 35 seconds and counting now. PointStreak with the ball. They swing it into Akali.
Nice
Over to the
pass.
Knowles. Beautiful bounce pass. Knowles can't finish. Akali grabs the offensive rebound, goes back up, and gets fouled by Edward Height inside. So they're just too big and too strong, and Kosovo's having a tough time boxing them out to get those defensive rebounds.
He wants a chance to bring the gold out of the silver. I mean, he's trying to rip the rim off the gold.
Just relentless on the boards, this PointStreak. It definitely looks like PointStreak has wanted this game a lot more, just getting those 50-50 balls, making shots, and they just look more focused in this game. Another offensive rebound off a free throw, so Knowles will get it back here, and he'll go back to the free throw line. Another foul. That's going to be called on Edward Height, number 1 for the blue team, and Knowles will go back up. He's getting plenty of opportunities here, Cottrell, to do what he talked about and improve on his shooting.
Yeah, and it just looked like he's made some improvement from yesterday to today. I mean, as far as focus and trying to stay on the line, I don't have experience like he does, but obviously, staying on the line and keeping your form up will definitely help.
Absolutely. When Knowles has missed, it's been in and out, and 2 in and outs in a row, and he's got to be getting frustrated.
I know.
How is that ball not going in? The rim has not been kind to him on the line today. Oh, steal at half court by Akali. Anticipated the pass to Cartwright, but goes out of bounds, so Kosovo will retain possession. And right here near center court, across from us, is Edward Height. He's going to take the ball out, throws it into Cartwright. 14 seconds left, but clock is stopped, so ref's going to try to figure out what's going on here at the scores table right in front of us. (93-74) lead for PointStreak. Going to put 12.2 on the clock. Coach Ricky George calling out one shot for Kosovo. Cartwright gets it inbounds. Right side above the wing, above the three-point line. Give it back to Edward Height. Didn't expect Height to take the last shot here, the big man. Dribbles inside nicely, goes past Knowles, loses it, just lost control of it, and looks like that's going to end the third quarter. So 93 We're back live here at the Doolittle Community Center in Las Vegas. Fourth quarter just beginning. So PointStreak up by 19 to start the fourth quarter. Global Summer League Basketball Tournament. This is the championship game of the International Pro Review Tournament. First 3 days of the tournament. And then another tournament begins tomorrow and goes Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The Pro Review Tournament. Cartwright takes it down the lane. Another block by Colley. That's his fourth of the game already.
Give me that. No Chris Brown.
Here we go. Trotter down the other way. He misses the easy lane, and here comes Langston.
Oh.
And he'll finish. We thought he was going to throw it down there, but
He should have threw it off the backboard to Chris Height.
95-76 now. 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Kosovo trying to make one last run to get this to a manageable deficit here. He's swinging inside to Akali, does PointStreak, and Akali down low. Nice turnaround shot, no good off the back iron though. And a nice outlet pass again to Langston. He's going to go the other way. Akali goes up for the contest, and offensive goaltending definitely should have been called there, Cottrell.
I can't make a call. I don't know.
But the follow was put back by Height, and it's a 17-point game, 95-78 now. 10:45 and counting. Raymond Jarrett up top right in front of us here above the three-point line, takes in the lane.
Nice
Finger
move.
roll attempt.
Nice finish.
Very nice with the left hand. Gets the soft touch and rolls around that rim and drops in. So back to 19. Kosovo brings it back down, gives it in the paint. Swing back out to Langston up top above the three-point line. He drives in the paint, gets the contact, but makes the bucket, but no basket is called. Langston wanted the and one, and they're going to say it was on the ground, so sideline out of bounds for Kosovo.
Wow. Count the basket.
The refs conversed and talked about it and changed the call, and looks like the right call to me. Langston, who's trying to take this game into his own hands for his ball club, and 3 straight baskets here to start the fourth.
Oh, it looks like they're finally about closing in a little bit.
Langston, nothing but net on the free throw, so he finishes out that 3-point play, and it's down to 16, 97-81. 10 minutes to go. 3-pointer put up by Trotter is no good, and the rebound just comes off to Jarrett, and he puts it home. And that right there was a chance for them to get a defensive rebound, come back, cut it to 13 or 14 possibly. And instead, PointStreak grabbed the offensive rebound and put it back up to a 19-point lead.
Talking about buying a ticket to go see a player play. I want to see Chris Height play in any gym. I'll travel behind him and just buy the ticket and watch him play. The kid can get up and rise, shoot basketball. IQ, he's funny, he laughs, he smiles. I mean, the guy's game is intriguing. Makes you want to watch it.
Definitely a nice young man. I had a chance to talk to him at our hotel, and very nice guy and super exciting basketball player on the floor. So he's what you call that tinkle player. You don't want to go take a tinkle when Height is on the floor.
Wow.
So here we go. PointStreak comes back, and 99-83-point lead they're working with. Height almost with the steal up top, almost stole it from Coles, but he gives it back to Akali. Akali with the baseline jumper, that's good, showing some range on the baseline. 101-83 now. PointStreak on top by 18. Inside to Langston, he goes up for the reverse, no good, but he's fouled on the play, so he'll go back to the line. Really trying to insert himself so far in this fourth quarter.
That guy's got a big body down low. Is that Langston? Getting up. He's bodying even the big man down low and challenging them at the rim, and he can finish on multiple occasions. That time he just did.
It's been fun to see him challenge Quincy Akali at the rim, and Akali never afraid to challenge, always thinks he's going to get the block, and Langston's been successful so far in this fourth quarter. First free throw was good. Second on the way, rattles around, no good. But the offensive board is picked up.
Here's Leggett.
Leggett, and that's in and out. Trent Walker grabs it, but he loses it. That ball gets stripped. Langston on the steal, though. They try to pass it up court. Langston with a nice drop step. Takes it in and finishes with the left.
Very nice Euro.
Euro drop step by Langston. It's 101-86. Down to 15 again. 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Let's see if Kosovo has one last run in him. That ball's deflected out of bounds off CJ Trotter, so got a chance to cut it to 13 here, coming back the other way.
A couple guys coming in the game for PointStreak. Kosovo's cutting the lead. How many times have we said that today?
We've said it a great amount, and every time they've had a chance, they haven't cut it down enough. And there's never really been any pressure on PointStreak so far. Never really cause for concern for their ball club. And reaching foul call, so Langston will take it sideline out of bounds, straight across from us. Swings it into Leggett. Leggett back to Langston. Inside to Trent Walker. Back out to Leggett for three. He got it. That's a big shot by Chris Leggett off the nice pass from the big man, Trent.
Nice.
101-89. Leads down to 12 now for PointStreak. PointStreak inside. They swing it back out. Rashard Gibson trying to make something happen. He passes it to Akali. Akali, 15-foot jumper, no good. And here comes Kosovo. Kosovo, Cartwright, down the lane. Wide open, Chris Hike for three. And he was short. No good. And here comes Robinson off the miss. Wide open layup. Swings it back to Akali, who can't finish inside, but he gets fouled. He'll go to the line for two. Akali really upset with himself for missing that one.
Yeah, one thing Chris Hyde that I've noticed since the last couple of days is his jump shot. Yeah, he can get up and fly. He can drive to the basket. His IQ is good. That's just one of his weaknesses, and he owned up to it yesterday when I was talking to him behind the scenes. Just, a couple of things that you're going to show the agents and scouts here, but what's one of the things you need to work on? And he did mention his jump shot, so that's something he needs to implement into his game as well, and he'll be complete, what you call an all-around athlete.
Absolutely. But Chris is a hard worker, so he can get it done. You put the time in the gym, it will happen, and he's going to keep working on his jump shot. Meanwhile, 1 or 2 free throws there, and Cartwright brings it back down, and the ball slips out of Chris Leggett's hand and just flies out of bounds into the bleachers. We've seen a lot of balls just slipping out of guys' hands today.
It's a lot of slip-ups today, especially by Kosovo.
So they're down by 13, 102-89, 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Up top is Rashard Gibson. Gibson goes around the three-point line, dribbling, brings it back up. Trotter, nice steal
yes, sir.
by Hike. He's going to go down. We were expecting a huge throwdown, as always, from Hike, and he lays it in nicely with the verse. 102-91, 7:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Here comes Robinson. He waits for the pick, gets it, goes around, trying to make something happen. Yo-yoing up and down here. Gibson on the three-pointer, and he got it. Got to be deflating for Kosovo. 105-90 now. 105-91, 14-point lead for PointStreak. Inside to Trent Walker with a nice jam. The feed from Langston off the pick and roll, and Trent Walker with a beautiful dunk inside. So 105-93 now. 7 minutes and 10 seconds and counting. Gibson comes up for PointStreak. Fires the long jump shot from the outside, no good. Big rebound inside. Glides up to get it, does Langston. Throws it up to Leggett. Back to Hike. Nice transition, fast break play. That's very fundamental. It's a 10-point game. And Coach Lewis Lofton is forced to call timeout for PointStreak. We'll be right back to see how this plays out. And we're back. I'm William David here with Cottrell Macklin at the Global Basketball League Championship game of the International Pro Review Tournament. And Cottrell, Kosovo's made a nice run down here in the fourth quarter, getting the lead from 21 down to 10 with 6 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the fourth.
Yeah. Looked like to be a defensive foul on that run. He ran right through the screen. Even the screener fell down.
So PointStreak will take it out of bounds right here in front of us. CJ Trotter will take it out, the big lefty. Throw it into Leslie Robinson, the point guard. He'll take it, try to drive on Langston. Good D, and they call a foul. Langston can't believe it. So PointStreak will take it out. 6 minutes, 43 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. And Kosovo desperately trying to get back in this game and tie it up. Trotter on the jump shot, no good. And again, Knowles is not boxed out. He puts the follow in easily. 107-95, PointStreak on top. Here comes Cartwright, Bryce Cartwright, having a good game. Dribbles it around the baseline, swings it to his teammate Greg Langston for three, and he got it.
He's been playing ball for the last couple 5-6 minutes ever since the fourth quarter started. He's been trying to get himself acquired on this squad, taking initiative to help this team come back.
Scoring the majority of his team's points in the fourth quarter, and he cut the lead down to 9. Now here comes Knowles, jump hook, no good. Another big offensive rebound for PointStreak, but it's taken away by Cartwright. Here we go. Langston comes down the other way on the fast break, and again takes it to the rack. McCauley trying to challenge, but he flips it up nicely off the window and in. 107-100, 5:50 to go and counting. Here comes Gibson, and he converts on the floater. So 109-100 now, 5:40 to go in the game. Chris Height holding the ball up for Kosovo, goes inside, trying to make something happen, and he goes in and draws the foul off Knowles.
Seemed like how exquisite that take was. Made a couple different moves and went up in the acrobatic, tried to finish. Couldn't get it to go in, so going to the line, take 2.
Great move by Height, great just body balance there, and able to flim the ball up there and got fouled. First free throw is no good, and that's a killer. They're really trying to make all their free throws here down the stretch. 109-100, and they're running out of time. 5 minutes, 35 seconds left to go. Zane Knowles gets substituted out of the ball game, as well as Rashard Gibson for PointStreak. The 5 for PointStreak is Akali. Akali and Gamwe, Robinson, Gerald Coles, and Roy Giles out there to try to close the game out. Gerald Coles, the point guard, he's bringing it up. Cartwright all over him trying to get a steal. Second free throw was good, by the way, on the other end, so it's 109-101. Here comes Height. Height stole the ball, brings it down by 8. Trying to cut this lead to 6 here. Height
Nice move.
goes down the lane, 1-on-1. Beautiful finish with the right hand. Got some space from the defender and faded away and finished it nicely. 109-103. 5 minutes to go now. Here comes PointStreak trying to answer. Gerald Coles goes down the lane, draws the contact, and Cartwright just asked the ref, where was the foul there? But Coles, nonetheless, draws the foul. We'll go to the line for 2. Kosovo playing much better defense in the fourth quarter. Their intensity has risen on the defensive end of the floor. First free throw by Gerald Coles is good. So 110-103 now, 4:55 to go in the game. Second free throw on the way. That's money too. So 111-103 now. Fourth quarter, 4:50 to go. Here comes Chris Height. He's trying to take over as well. Pops for the jump shot, and that's good. Hasn't been a great jump shooter in this game, but just yelled something from the bench after he made that one. Maybe a sense of relief there and confidence. 111-105, 4:30 to go. Here comes PointStreak.
Chris Heiss wasn't worried about if he could shoot a jumper on that play. He just wants to get it up and in.
Giles off the rim, but another big offensive rebound, and this time it's Nganwe, and that's a killer for Kosovo. Nganwe flies for the rebound, puts it back up, and gets the 2-pointer. So all right, we're back here at the Global Summer League Las Vegas Tournament 2014 championship game. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. 113-105. Chris Height has it up top for Kosovo. Out of the timeout. Ricky George, the coach for Kosovo, really passionate in that timeout, saying to his guys, we're chipping away. We got to get this. So trying to get his team fired up. Langston will take the ball out of bounds off the deflection. Cartwright, left wing, above the 3-point line, trying to force the action, drives in the paint, trying to draw a foul, and one. Exactly right. Nice move. Pretty good defense by Colds, but just Cartwright just too big and too physical. So now the lead's down to 6, 4:08 to go, clock stopped. Here in the NBA format, 4 12-minute quarters. And Cartwright nails the free throw, so he got the and one, and it's 113-108. Fourth quarter, I'm William David here with Catrell Macklin, and what a great comeback by Kosovo. Nice pass inside, off the pick and roll to Quincy Akali. He can't finish the lay-in, but he gets fouled. Good foul there.
That was good by him being aggressive, though, down low in the post. Looking to take more initiative as closing out of the fourth quarter. It's always at the last 5 minutes of the game, always get real crucial. A lot of people like to turn up, as they say, and try to close out and get a W.
Akali misses the first free throw off the front iron, and looks to be a good foul there by Torin Walker, making him earn it at the line. Second free throw's no good either. Height grabs the rebound. He runs up court. Nobody boxes him out. Goes down the lane. What speed on Chris Height there? Did he lose it off his leg, or is it going to stay? It's going to stay with Kosovo.
Well, then just let him talk.
And Height throws it into Cartwright. Cartwright, nice little turnaround spin move.
Ooh,
gets in the
wow.
lane, and a very nice turnaround jump shot, and he got it to go. And Kosovo all of a sudden, Cottrell is down 3, 113-110.
Every time we say down anything, they come back, and it's up by 20.
3.5 left to go and counting. Giles down the lane. Floater is good. Right on your cue there. Nice drive to the basket there. Knocked it in with the floater. It's 115-110. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this championship game. You can see the intensity on the floor. Both teams want it here. Three ball, no good by number 5, Chris Leggett. Wide open from the corner, just couldn't knock it down. Leggett trying to get back on D to steal the ball, no good. Robinson takes it in. Great defense by Walker, keeping his hands straight up, so ball will go out of bounds. Stays here with PointStreak. Giles to take it out under his own basket. Looking for Robinson, not open, but gives it into Akali, and then the jump hook, no good. And Nganwe on the follow. He puts it back up and one. So Red Walker can't believe another foul was called down low on him. And Kosovo just cannot grab that big defensive rebound when they need it.
No, and they got to get down there. They're down by 7 once again. We're just down by 3, but they got to do the small things now. I mean, PointStreak is going to be real articulate about what they can mess up on, which is not too much, saying that it's under 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter of this championship game.
Absolutely, got to box out your man. A lane violation is called. We haven't seen that very much in this tournament, and Chris, I can't believe it. He had the rebound. He was ready to fly down court and maybe deliver another spectacular dunk. And the ref said, hold on 1 minute. Another free throw attempt for Ngamwe. He misses it again. Cartwright grabs it off the deflection. Here he comes. Look at him fly down the court. Langston inside. Looks to draw the foul, and he does. 2 free throws coming in.
That's a lot of fouls in this game. I know that.
A lot of fouls. 117, 110. Greg Langston going to the line. Nice pass by Cartwright. And Langston just knows how to draw fouls, go into the body of the defender, and get to the line. He's been doing it all game. Clean up some moisture on the floor down in the paint there. Don't want players injured here. And it's championship game, Global Summer Basketball League Tournament 2014. Been a great tournament so far, and this is the championship game. PointStreak been dominating most of the game. In the fourth quarter, Kosovo has cut this lead down from 20 to 7 now with 2:45 left in the game. First free throw on the way for Langston is cash, so that's 117 to 111 now. Second on the way is good. So 117, 112, 2:45 and counting now, and Gerald Coles will walk the ball up the floor for his squad. Coles right in front of us here. Waits for the screen from Ngamwe. Ngamwe, Coles tells him, I got this. Bring up Akali. Akali with the screen. Coles dribble drive into the lane. Nice floater on the way. He misses it, but a bailout foul. Looks to be Walker again.
He's got to be careful, man. Back up, put your hands up, and you don't have to jump every single time.
Trying to block the shot, and the momentum took him forward in his body. Knocked down Gerald Coles, and another, he had missed the floater. Kosovo was out ready to run and cut this lead to 3, and more free throws coming for PointStreak. PointStreak 2 minutes and 30 seconds away from winning the championship of this international pro review tournament. It's got to be a good feeling if they can get it done. Every player in this tournament very competitive. All want to win, and unfortunately, only one team can get that championship.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that. A lot of players, when you think of grabbing individual players from different cities and different states, you would think they would come in and try to ample up for their self, but they actually been coming in and trying to say and stick to the motto of teamwork makes the dream work, and that's exactly what they've been doing. And agents and scouts, they want to see that.
They want to see teamwork, and the scouts are not looking for individual play, and they look at it as like everybody at this level can score the basketball. They want to see the intangibles. Control. They want to see just their basketball IQ, how they, come back from adversity like Kosovo's doing right now. Meanwhile, Hike at the free throw line got fouled on the drive. He nailed 2 free throws.
He's been. I wouldn't doubt if a lot of players or a lot of scouts and agents and coaches had his name on their list.
2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. 119, 114. PointStreak on top by 5. Nice poke away there by Kosovo. Chris Leggett trying to get the steal, trying to pressure Knowles, and another foul's called. You gotta play smarter than that if you're Kosovo. And Knowles, they're not in the penalty yet, so Knowles will not go on the line. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. They're going to change that to 14 after the foul was called, so more time's going to elapse, which is fine with PointStreak. Robinson takes it out of bounds, sideline. Gives it in. Holds.
Nice step.
On Cartwright right in his face, and Cartwright can't believe it. Pretty good D by Cartwright right in his face. Got a hand up and makes the 3 ball anyway. 122-114. Minute 48 left to go in this championship game. Kosovo and PointStreak. excuse me, 121 to 114, and a nice jump hook. He finally got it to go at the right time. Terrin Walker, beautiful move and beautiful footwork inside. 120. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, Terrin Walker, man, doing great things. That was a nice move.
121 and a block by Walker on the other end. Robinson tried to go up, Chuck Hike on the other end, and he's gonna go and one for Chris Hike. 121, 118 now, with 1:23 to go in the championship game. What an unbelievable comeback here by Kosovo. Coach Ricky George really done a great job of inspiring his ball club in the timeouts or in the game to never give up and come back here. 121 to 118. And what all started that? Terrin Walker, after the May jump hook, runs back down on defense and rejected the floater by Robinson to start the fast break.
Yeah, he made that jump hook and then came down and made himself want to take initiative to stop on that play. I think Chris Hike went down and got the finish, but could not.
Hike can't believe it. It's in and out on the free throw again. So here we go, 121, 118, minute 15 and counting. PointStreak down the lane. Here they go. Flying down the lane was number 1, Gerald Coles, and he's able to finish it. So 123, 118 now after that floater. Cartwright comes back the other way very quickly.
Chris Leggett.
The 3-ball put up by Leggett, no good. Terrin Walker grabs the rebound and goes out to Hike, but Hike gets it stolen from behind, and the easy lay-in from Roy Giles. Big turnover in this ball game, and that might do it right there. 125 to 118, 55 seconds left in counting. Kosovo in this championship game trying to make a move. Langston goes down the lane, nice finish with CJ Trotter all over him. So 125, 120 now, 43 seconds in counting. Cartwright trying to play pressure defense in the backcourt on Gerald Coles, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Cartwright. Still not in the penalty. 43 seconds left in this game, 125, 120. PointStreak leading in this championship game, trying to close it out. Kosovo will not go away, Cottrell, and it's been a very entertaining fourth quarter here. PointStreak,
Wow.
going to take it out right in front of us here. Right next to the scorer's table, and Roy Giles waiting for the scorer's table to fix another problem here. The ref talking to the scorer's keeper, trying to figure this situation out. So here we go. We're ready to resume action finally, and Giles going to take it out of bounds for PointStreak. Gives it into Gerald Coles. Gerald Coles, content to take his time with the basketball, and walks it across the half-court line. Price, Cartwright all over him, almost forced a turnover there. And a smart timeout called. Timeout. So we'll be right back after the break. 31 seconds left in this wild fourth quarter. We'll be right back to finish out the championship game. Global Summer League Basketball 2014. Doolittle Community Center, Las Vegas, Nevada Global Summer League Tournament 2014. PointStreak taking it out of bounds. Loses the ball out of bounds there, and Kosovo gets a big turnover with 28 seconds left in this game, down by 5, 125 to 120. And here comes Kosovo, down the lane, Bryce Cartwright, he can't finish the layup, and that's going to do it. Cartwright had a layup to cut it down to 3, flew down the court, but just a little too fast and couldn't finish, and he's holding his right hip there.
Wow. That's not a good sign.
Coming up, Gibby. The former Iowa point guard. Very solid game, trying to help his team win the championship, and couldn't convert on that layup though. They had to foul, and they fouled Roy Giles, so Giles makes the first free throw. 126 to 120 with 18 seconds left in the game. PointStreak so close to closing this game out. But Kosovo has just fought back. He misses the second. Rebound by Jarrett. Jarrett up the court. Rebound by Chris Leggett, but he throws it away, and the ball's stolen by Trotter, who goes up for the huge one-handed slam and missed it off the back iron. And that's where you might want to just lay it in just to secure the game there. 10 seconds left, 10.5.
Yeah, it's already over. That's when you break your hand, your wrist, or come down on your ACL, and you go ahead and just cap the game off, let it foul off. It's only 10.5 seconds left in the game. You're up by 6.
10.5 left, 126 to 120, PointStreak on top. They get it in. Cartwright looking for the steal, and it's going to foul Gerald Coles, and he'll go back to the line with 4 seconds remaining in this championship game. So PointStreak with just a phenomenal tournament, and they're going to win this championship, Cottrell, and they've just done everything well in every game in the tournament so far.
Yeah, Kosovo had bad defense starting off the game. They didn't start. It is like they didn't wake up this morning until the end of the third quarter, like mid. A lot better than PointStreak was.
So Gerald Coles makes both free throws, 128, 120, and there's 4 seconds left, so the clock will just expire. Well, more problems with the clock here, so they had to stop play. They got 2.7 on the clock now. 128 to 120. PointStreak is going to win this championship of this International Pro Review Tournament here at the GBSL Las Vegas 2014 Global Basketball Summer League. Check it out, globalbasketball.com. They throw it in, clock expires, and PointStreak will win the championship. We got 2 more games coming up for you today. Another one right after this. And I'm William David. It's been a pleasure calling the game with you, Cottrell.
It's been a pleasure calling with you too, man. Great job today.
Great job to you as well.
Great game as well, man. We got to call this afternoon. You mentioned the guard play and the big man play, all implemented within the game. As like I said, PointStreak and Kosovo didn't really get started until mid-third quarter. So that's when it started to become a good game, when the score tried to get real tight together. So that was a good job by Kosovo this afternoon.
Absolutely. They did what they had to do to get the finish. You wonder if PointStreak, if they had started with a 20-point lead early on,